Okay, I think we're good. There's my mic audio. Got to make sure I get this right here. All right, everybody, welcome back to Flight Sim. It's been a while. It's been about a week and a half. It feels like we had Flight Sim Con. Let's go ahead and unplug. Whoa. Okay, do that. We had Flight Sim Con on Saturday and Sunday this last week, and boy, was that exciting! That was a lot of fun, actually. Never done that before. Really looking forward to doing that again. Hopefully next year we'll see. Um, but yeah, so anyway, apologize again for the hiatus, but with all of what was going on and traveling and then coming back and work, and it's been a crazy week and a half. So also have some stories for chat to share on flight experiences over to Connecticut and back. We flew Delta, which was actually a really pleasant experience, so my props to them, and I'll explain more about that in the chat phase when we get up into altitude. So if you're here joining with us, say hello in chat, and we'll give you a shout out, and love to see who's here joining us today. I'm trying a little thing different with my Windows, so I'm gotta probably be playing with configurations on that when we start here. I don't have my second monitor yet, but that will be coming soon. And but at the same time, I want to be able to see when people subscribe, so we're not waiting 5 minutes to see what happens there. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can see my stream and see who's watching and see chat, and it's not looking helpful. So yeah, that's not really cool. Okay, well, there we go. That kind of works. Kind of. It's kind of back to how I had it before. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so we are going to St. Louis. We're here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Catering guys are loading up right now. I think I can turn this to full screen. Oh, no, I can't, because we still have to do flight planning. But yeah, so we're here at Dallas. I'm going to go ahead. Let's do the walk around real quick, because we got to get that out of the way. We'll get up into the flight deck, and then we'll get to flight planning. So flying the PMDG 737. Beautiful aircraft today. And so we'll start down here with the nose. I'm just going to make sure that the tires are all in good shape. We don't see any hydraulic leaks from the nose wheel. The avionics door there is shut and locked. The pitot tubes are looking good. The radome is not damaged in any way. And come over here to the side of the aircraft. We'll see the pitot tubes over here. And static ports up there look good and clear. This guy's getting ready to load us some cargo as we go. Come around to the side here. We'll check the wing route and the landing lights, as well as the runway turnoff lights. You can see this, the runway turnoff light shining off to the side, landing light shining straight ahead. And our CFM engine here from GE. All the blades look good, no dinks, no dents, no scratches. And we'll come back around to the side. We'll check the leading edge of the wing. And nav light on the side, green, working. Winglets intact. Rear white light there. We got traffic up above in the sky. And coming back down the way here, checking the flaps. No leaks, no signs of leaks. Exhaust port of the engine looks clear. Nothing nesting in there. No badgers to be found. Tires look good. Brakes look good. And actually we can come over here and check inside. No hydraulic leaks inside the aircraft there, which is what we want to see. And we'll come around this way. Avoid the caterers, Surveyor today, providing us with the catering. Check the horizontal and vertical stabilizers. APU port is clear and is running. And no signs of skidding on the back of the tail, which is good. We don't want to drag the tail. Hopefully we will not do that today. And coming around, check the other side of the fuselage here. We'll make sure the tires on this side look good and no brake issues or hydraulic leaks. We'll check inside and looking for any problems. We don't see any there. And on the back side of the airframe, we've got our wings. Flaps look good. No leaks. No badgers. Winglet looks good, all attached. Port side light is nice and red and on, working. Leading edge of the left wing looks pretty good. No problems to report. Engine over on this side. We'll check the fan blades. And they all look pretty nice and shiny. Not shiny. They look nice and clean. No scratches, no dents, no dings. Landing lights and turning off lights look good here. Wing root looks fine. And static ports right here look good. So we are good to go. And let's hop up into the cockpit. And we'll get us ready to go. So while we're here in the cockpit, let's get the caterers gone because they're done. So we'll go ahead and close those doors. And as those close, they should start to peel off. Yep, they do. Alrighty then. And they're getting ready to go away. So we'll go ahead and actually ask for boarding, and that'll start once once he's cleared off. Alright, if you're just joining us, welcome aboard, and say hello in chat. And love to see who's joining us today. We're just getting ready to do our pre-flight planning here. The caterer's just finished, and the people will start boarding here in a moment. We're going to go over actually now and get our flight plan all set. And for that, I think I need to switch over to Chrome, and I'm going to change that to mute. Alright, go over here to SimBrief. Log in, and dispatch. And you know what? I forgot what our flight number was. Let's see here. 1934. Alright, so we're going to create a flight. It's not that. Must land 1934. From KDFW to KSTL, St. Louis Lambert. KMCI is going to be our alternative, which I believe is Kansas City. So on the other side of Missouri. It's actually primarily in Missouri. You'd think it was in Kansas, but no. There's a part of it's in Kansas, but it's actually mostly in Missouri. Departure time today, we're going to aim for, let's see, it's currently 7:11 Zulu, which is 19, yeah, so we're going to shoot for 35. We're going to 1935. We'll see if we can get off by then. Oops. Hopefully we can. If you're just joining us in the stream, welcome aboard, and please say hello in chat, and let's see who's joining us. We're flying a 737-800 today to St. Louis from Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's see, registration. This is, oh shoot, what is the? I just saw the registration number. It doesn't matter. Cost index today is going to be 80. Let's see, that's fine. I think the fuel I think we figured out this need to change. Oh, you know what? I've got a saved version of this. That's why I'm not having to do this all over again. Boom. Alright, there we go. And the fuel factor actually should be different. We did determine that. Or no, that was the 757. Never mind. I think we're okay on the 737. This should be 80 though. And let's see here. Oh, I can do this now? That's cool. Wasn't that what that is? 1934. I feel like that's new. Alright, so that's pounds. Contingency fuel is going to be 10%. Reserve fuel, 45 minutes. We don't need to ETOPS. We don't need step climbs today. It's a short flight. Passengers today, we have 130 souls on board. I already calculated our zero fuel weight, and that's 121.1. So that saves us some time. That's not what that is. That's cargo. Cargo is 7,000 pounds. That's what that is. So that's that, and zero fuel weight's 121.1. 121.1. There we go. Okay. And altitude, we'll let that figure it out. It's recommending the Acuna, it's like Acuna Matata, Acuna 6 and the Trake 9 arrival. Let's analyze that. Route distance, 500 miles even. That's pretty nice. Well, here's our route today we're going to take out of Dallas. And we'll go up and do that. What? I keep seeing things move, and I don't know out of the corner of my eye. Oh, I think it's the video. Alright, I've got my windows all set funny, and so I've got to get used to seeing that. So if you're just joining us, come say hello in chat. I'd love to see who's here with us today. So yeah, so that's our route. And I think we're ready to generate. Generata. Departure runway, it's estimating 17 right, and arrival runway 12 right. We'll see how that goes. We'll check our weather here in a moment and see what we expect. Alright, generating. Okay, here we go. So, information, we got flight level 370 today, 17.7 thousand pounds of fuel. That's our route, and I think that's the pertinent information. We're going to need our reserve fuel. Final reserve is 35.98, which I think that's what we need to put into the MCP. I think that's not the MCP, the FMS. I think that's why it yells at us. This is for our planning purposes. We need to divert at the alternate, but the final reserve is 35.98. So we will do that. So let's actually add those numbers up, so we can note for ourselves what our bingo fuel is. And that is the fuel that we would divert to KMCI if we hit that amount. So that's 4482 plus 3598 for 8,080. Well, that's a nice even number to 8080. So 8080 is our bingo fuel. Our final reserve fuel is 3598. And we will put that into the FMS. Dr. Eggman, hey, welcome to the stream. I can do Southwest sometime. I don't have the livery right now, so I can't do it today. But yes, we can do that sometime. But hey, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Where are you from? I'm from California, Fresno, actually, in Central Valley. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from. I feel like you may have been on the stream before, but I don't remember for sure. So, like I said, it's been a week and a half, so I'm kind of out of it. Again, if you're just joining us, please come say hello in chat, just like Dr. Eggman here. Sorry, Dr. Eggman 2. And join the conversation. Texas, all right. Well, it's where we are right now. We're in Dallas-Fort Worth, so we're in your home state. And I don't think I need to care about any of this, so yeah, no. Okay, so we're going to export the FMS flight plan here for FSX, so ATC will know where we're going. And then we'll also put that into our... I do a variety of aircraft. I don't just do 737. In fact, last week I did the 757 and the 747. I do switch them up, but I like to switch them up. So we're not going to do the biggest planes all the time. We're not going to do the smallest planes all the time. We'll be switching them up and doing a variety of things. So at our stream here, we like variety. We don't like to just do the same thing over and over and over again, because that is boring. All right, so I think we can close that, and that's not helpful to me. I need to see this. In fact, that can just go away. Okay, flight plan, load. We need the, what am I looking for here? KDFW to St. Louis. There you are. Load that in. Make sure this information matches our information. 37,000. Yep, good. And now we'll look at our briefing. So, weather here in Dallas, and we'll get this off the ATIS in a second and confirm it. Looks like expected conditions 160 at 14, gusting to 20. So, okay. Hence the 17 right runway. 10-mile visibility, scattered at 3,500. Temperature 34, dew point 24, altimeter 2982. And so yeah, so expected winds 160 at 14 is the main takeaway there. And then in St. Louis, ETA 1 hour 16 minutes. Expected weather conditions, we're looking at 160 at 7 knots. 10 miles visibility. Few at 4,000. Scattered at 12,000. Broken at 25,000. Temperature 32, dew point 21. Altimeter 2982. Right. So yeah, so the winds are going to be roughly the same. It's just in their power and speed are going to change. We're flying the 737-800 today, Dr. Eggman. So that's what you'll see here in a moment. And so I think we can minimize that, and we can go back to the game and do that. Okay. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and throw it into full screen so it'll be better performance for me. And there we go. Okay. So we're here back on the flight deck. It's 1916. We want to try and be out of here at 35, so we got some time to set this up and put the flight plan in. So first of all, let's go down through here and turn on what we need to turn on. We're going to align our navs. I'm going to throw on our dome light just for funsies. Fuel pumps are all off except for one for the APU, and that's fine. APU is connected. Galley power is on. Passengers are all loaded, so they're getting settled in the back. Ground power's off like it should be. And we don't want any of those lights on. We'll turn our panel lights on here. Equipment cooling's fine. We'll go ahead and arm our emergency lights. And we'll go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on because the passengers are back there. So they can do that. And we'll go ahead and turn our window heats to on. We'll leave the pitos off for right now. Anti-ice will stay off. We don't need that. The engine hydraulics, actually they can be on because they'll kick on with the engines, so that's fine. And the electric hydraulics are off, which is what they should be at the moment. And 37,000 what we're going up to, so we'll set this in the cabin altitude section here so it knows how high we're going. And equipment cooling, recircs are on, packs are on, or pack is on, or the APU pack is on rather. And the outside lighting is as I would expect it to be and what I need it to be, so that's fine. Go ahead and turn our main panel lights on, and I don't think I need that per se, but we'll see. Alright. I do want to turn these panel lights on. There we go. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. Say hi in chat, and let's talk. I'm just doing a pre-flight right now, and we'll be getting underway shortly. Alright, fire test looks good. I don't think... There we go. Takeoff warning horn is working, which is good. We'll do our TCAS test. Make sure that's all working fine. Don't give me that. Right.
TCAS test fail.
What now? Who? TCAS test fail. Do we have to have something else on for the TCAS? Okay, we'll try that again when we get going. But I do, by the way, I do have failures turned on today. So, so we're going to see how that goes. I'm really curious. I've never actually done this before with where failures are turned on. So that doesn't necessarily mean something will fail, but it means something can fail. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That could make the flight really interesting. So I'm looking forward to some things going wrong potentially and being able to deal with those. So let's see here. We've got that, and we've got that ready. Let's go ahead and load the flight plan up here. So, we need to actually initialize this. We need to initialize the IRS system. Yeah, I'll go outside and show you delivery in just a second. Let me get this finished loading up here, and then we'll... Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. GPS. Load that in there. We're at KDFW. Charlie something. I forget the gate, but it doesn't matter. Origin, DFW, K, KSTL for St. Louis. Flight number today is West Wind 1934. Oops. 1934. There we go. And that's fine for now. Departure. We haven't got. Let's get ATIS and we'll see what we're looking at here. So ATIS. Okay, so that's what we expected. Let's. Oh, you know what? We didn't load our flight plan. That's why I don't have clearance. All right, stand by. This is gonna take a second for me to do, and then you're not gonna be able to see anything while I'm doing this, I don't think. So let me just load the flight plan here. It'll look like I'm just moving the mouse on the screen, I think, for you guys, which is annoying, but you know, whatever. Alright, there we go. No, don't do that. Okay. Alright. Get moving. Okay. Alright, now we've got the flight plan, and I also realize I need to load in the fuel, so let's do that real quick. Nope, not that setup. FS Actions. Fuel. So our fuel was 17.7, I believe. So 17, I believe it's actually about 1750, so we'll do that. Boom. I already did the payload. We'll go ahead and remove the wheel chocks right now. Actually, go ahead and set the parking brake. Alright, there we go. Zero fuel weight is 21.1. Yeah, don't worry, I will show you delivery in a second. Just give me a moment. Let me get this done first. Reserves are, what did I say? 35, 3.6 basically. 3.6. Cost index is 80. 80, there we go. And 370 is our cruise. Alright, hey, it figured out our stuff for us. That's cool. Okay. Limit. We're light today, so I'm going to derate. And we'll have plenty of runway. We'll do flaps 5. Trim is going to be 4.6. And we don't have a runway yet, so that's why it's not giving us our V speeds, because I have not done that yet. So let's get our clearance. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and assume 17 right. I don't know if that's what it's actually going to be. Actually, let me look at the map here. Actually, while I'm doing that, I will show you the outside. Here's the delivery, so you can see that. So I know you want to see that. So you can look at that while I am pulling up the ground chart for Dallas-Fort Worth. Where are you at? There you are. Alright, we are at the Charlie terminal. Oh yeah, so 17 right would make sense. So let's plan for that. Alright, so departure. It's the Acuna 6, 17 right with the MLC transition. Oops, up to that. Next page. And our route, which I now need to pull up on this thing, because I did not do that, which was not smart. Stupid me. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard. We're flying from Dallas Fort Worth to Seattle to St. Louis, and please go ahead and hit us up in chat. Let's get the conversation started. All I'm talking to right now is Dr. Eggman, and we want to be able to talk to other people too. So go ahead and join the conversation. Dr. Eggman, as far as visualized passengers, it makes the sounds, which it already did. We already loaded them up. But it doesn't actually show them. So unlike it does show the catering guys coming on board, it doesn't actually show the passengers coming on board. So just so you know, it won't. There's no visualization. There's an audible kind of sensation, but not a visual one. Bring up my briefing. Okay, MLC direct to SGF, which is probably the other fix actually. In fact, let me see if that's the case. Arrival, we're taking the, what is that, the Trake 9. Trake 9, oops, there it is. Trake 9, SGF, there you are. And it was estimating runway 12 something or other. I think 12 right. Actually, you know what, let's not put that in there yet. Let's just... back. Arrival. Trake 9. SGF. Oh, it's still selected. Okay, well, that's annoying. Okay, whatever. And activate. Boom. Okay. There we go. HCR Bellamond, welcome to the stream. Well, what I can, anybody was in the stream sale. Yeah, it can be a little bit overwhelming, so I'm glad you're here, and I will try and do my best to describe what I'm doing, which I do anyway, but I'm glad you're here. Glad you're new to FSX. The Steam sales are a great opportunity to get that, so welcome aboard. This is not the Steam edition. But it's basically the same thing. The only difference between the box edition and the Steam edition is they did under-the-hood tweaks to the programming, so it runs smoother and better. The only reason I'm not using Steam is because I'm just used to my box edition. But I have the Steam edition as well. For you, there really will be no difference. I'm going to take just a second because I need to close my my flight deck door, which is my bedroom door. So hang on one second. Stand by. Okay, there we go. Normally I would have done that before I started, but I forgot. So I will be streaming tomorrow probably. It'll probably be in the afternoon. I've got a funeral that I have to run sound for. That's part of my real job. And that is at 11. It'll probably go till about 2, something or other. So it'll be sometime thereafter that I will stream. But I am planning on streaming tomorrow as well. That is a bargain, HCR. That is quite the bargain. So... bully for you. Well done. Okay, flight plan is loaded. We've got our clearances. Let me go over the checklist for this thing. I just got a new checklist for this that I haven't used before, so we'll see how much of it I can actually apply to what we're doing here. That's kind of other stuff. We've already done that. I don't need to... Wow, this is really detailed. Okay. Maybe I won't use this checklist. Set, engine, good grief, okay. Yeah, that's kind of thrust, oh, idle, okay. Pressure, ignition selector. Wow, yeah, that's quite detailed, okay. Alright. I'm just going to do a visual check here as we go down and just make sure this is all set. We will test these. These are our stall warnings and our overspeed warnings. What is that guy? Oh, passenger oxygen. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This should actually show that. That's fine. Okay. yaw damper. I think, can we do that now? Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get our taxi clearance, and then we'll push back and get out of here. It's 12:29, so we're on schedule. Santiago, thanks for joining us, and AADFW Spotters 2. Fly from the right. I might do that at some point, but I'm not going to do it right now. It's been a... I turned failures on, so we've got failures on today. So we're going to go one step at a time. Let's see here. I need to do... Not that. Menu. I need to close our doors and our cargo doors. And that should do that. Good. Okay. What needs to be executed? Oh. We need to do that. And what is this? What's it wanting to execute? I don't know. Okay. It's weird. Okay. Oh, really? Or in a commercial airliner, or in a like a private thing? Yes, we're using the Trake 9 actually today, so it's a little more farther down from the Trake 2. They've made some updates apparently, but yeah, we are using the Trake arrival into St. Louis. Trim today is going to be what again? It's 4 point something. 4.6. So that is roughly there. Alrighty.
KSTL round, west wind 1934, with information Delta, request taxi IFR. West wind 1934, taxi holding point with runway 17 right, using taxiway Kilo, Yankee Juliet, Echo Foxtrot, contact tower on 134.9 when ready. KSTL round, American 507.
All right, if you're just joining us, we're just getting ready to push here at Dallas Fort Worth, bound for St. Louis on the Boeing 737-800. What are we going? 17 right. Oh, fantastic. Kilo Yankee Juliet Echo Foxtrot. All right. Let me pull that up on my chart here and make sure I know where I'm taxiing to. So, what was it? Kilo Yankee something. Kilo Yankee Juliet Echo Foxtrot. So, oh, don't do that. Stupid thing. Move along. Kilo. Where is Yankee? I see Kilo. I don't see Yankee. There's Juliet. Oh, there's Yankee. That's way up there. Okay, cool. So Kilo, Yankee over to Juliet, Echo Foxtrot right at the end. Okay, that's easy. You from Dub City? I don't know what Dub City is. I'm from... yeah, I see that now. Yankees the bridge. Yeah, no, I got it. I'm not sure what you're referring to as from Dub City. I'm at the Charlie Terminal, if that's what if you're trying to figure out what terminal I'm at. In real life, I live in Fresno, California, so not my airport. Not my airport. Okay, let's get these guys to push us back. We'll do nose to the right. No, that's fine. We can do that. I don't believe if you were at Terminal ACD, you need to cross Yankee. It's because they're having us do Kilo over to Yankee. Sorry, to Juliet. There's like 3 of them in a row, and so you cross you take Yankee for like a second. Oh, okay, yes. I'm not from Dub City, no. Or the Metroplex, as other people will refer to it. And we should get our jetway out of here, because that's gonna be bad. We'll turn our beacons on, and we'll do that. Okay, so that's good to go. All right, once they start pushing us, then we'll start our engines. And look at that, 1934. We're gonna be undoing the parking brake right on time. Well, it's not much better here where I'm at. It's about 98 to 95 today here, so it's nice and hot here too. So we don't have any reprieve. Sorry, is that, there we go. 1934, basically 1935. Alright, let's go ahead and start our engines here. So we're going to start, packs are already off, and ignition set to the left. Oh, whoops. Starting engine 2. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to the stream. We're flying from Dallas, Fort Worth to St. Louis. I'm going to say Seattle the entire time. Jump into chat and say hello. Also, please subscribe and like us, like the video if you can, and you can follow us on Twitter and on Facebook, Flying Moose 83 at those locations. Love to have. Oh, good call, good call. I have one of them on. Yes, fuel pumps would be helpful. Good call. I don't have anything in the center. I don't think. Do I? I have a little bit in the center tank. Okay. Thank you, DFW spotters. Fuel pumps are helpful. Alright. And that's settling down nicely. Starter cut out. So let's go ahead and start number 1. Yeah, that's true. The company will not be happy. Alright. Fuel on. Light up.
Set parking brakes.
Alright. Spinning up nicely. Just to double check, because this happened before, and I accidentally muted the FS sounds. Can you guys hear the aircraft, the engines and everything? I just realized you were using it. Yeah, what did you think I was using? Alright, we'll go ahead and put the packs back on. Go ahead and kill the bleed for the APU. And generators on, APU off. Dome light off. No, you're not. This is not FS World. I haven't looked at that yet. I saw it briefly at Flight Sim Con. George Ham, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. FSW is still very much a work in progress. I was at Flight Sim Con this weekend, and their explanation of what they're doing. Really, I think they released it as early as they did, with as many things not in it yet as they did, because Lockheed released version 4, X-Plane just released version 11, and they had to release something or get left behind. So they're kind of in a bit of a predicament, to be honest. And so we'll see what actually happens with FS World. As it stands now, yes, it would not survive as it stands now. So if they change it, then there's hope. But as it stands now, you are correct. I don't think it will survive. As far as what I'm using a CH Products Flight Sim yoke. I've got CH pedals and CH throttle quadrant, and that's what I'm using to fly. So, for those that are curious. And that's not Flaps 5. That's Flaps 5. Alright, Flaps 5 set, taxi lights going on. And that can stay off right now. Master caution off. Flight director on. And let's go out to the runway. Yeah, I think the next one I'm looking at getting, I want to get P3D now that it's 64-bit on version 4. That looks really good to me. So that's what I'm looking at next. All right, let's see. Kilo, I guess I probably should have gone there, but we'll go right here. This is Kilo over here. Alright, let's go ahead and get an announcement here. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Westwind Flight 1934, service from Dallas-Fort Worth to St. Louis, Missouri. Flight time today is about an hour to an hour and a half. We'll be flying at a flight level of 37,000 feet. At this time, your seats and seat backs should be in their full upright position, your tray tables up, and your seat belts fastened in preparation for takeoff. Once we get up into the air, we'll turn that seat belt sign off and you'll be free to move about the cabin. Thank you for choosing Westwind. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for takeoff at this time. Yeah, the platform they're building it on is still, you know, that base, so... I'd like to play around with X-Plane too and just see, but yeah. FSW will definitely be a good beginner sim. It's kind of built kind of like they did Flight School. So we'll see what happens. We're set auto brakes to RTO. I think that's all set for now. We'll do the pitot tubes before we take off. So we want air to be able to rush over those guys. Nope, I got you. I did it before you said it. Just so you know. There's a delay between what you guys are seeing and what I'm seeing on chat. So just know that if I'm doing it pretty close, I'd probably beat you to it. But yep, nope. Got auto brakes to RTO. It's fine to be that guy. I'm that guy normally too. We need to go ahead and test our... thing, see if this fails this time. Hopefully it will not. It failed earlier. There we go, okay. So we'll go ahead and turn this guy on. Alright. Sim Racer, alright, that sounds like fun. I haven't ever done really any racing games in Sims. I've got American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, so it's not really a racing game. I mean, you're driving a semi-truck, so, but it's driving, so I do enjoy that. Yeah, and I think I hadn't done the IRS alignment when I tried it the first time, so I had a feeling that was probably what was going on with that, but I wasn't sure, so just wanted to make sure. Let's see, our SID is the Acuna 6 today, which sounds like Acuna Matata, which cracks me up. Yeah, the fuel truck tries to cut me off. Alright, here's Yankee. So we're going to go over Yankee and go over to Juliet. So Juliet's just like a hop skip over here. That's why we had to take Yankee. Alright, if you're just joining us, welcome aboard. Jump into chat, say hello, and get the conversation going here. We're going to be taking off in just a moment from Dallas-Fort Worth, bound for St. Louis, Missouri. Alright. Flying a different view. It's hard to do. I will give you some different views, but I will be flying from the cockpit because that's where one flies. Alright. So our takeoff today is going to take us around... I'm just looking for any speed or altitude restrictions. Looks like we have a above 5,000 restriction at J-Girl. So we will climb as fast as we can for that. And a max of 240 knots at that point too. So that's fine. We'll be staying under 250 until we get 10,000 feet. Is that RNF tray? It might be. I don't see Treks on this one. It's the Acuna departure. I don't see Treks as one of the departure points. Yeah, we will. Don't worry. I do that when I start taxiing on the runway. I'll arm the. I don't like to arm the auto throttles too early because I don't want them for some reason to decide to go. I know you're supposed to push toga anyway, but I like to not risk it. So that's just me. It's how I fly. It's how I fly. Yeah, I don't see trucks. All right, let's not taxi onto the runway yet. All right, let's see. DFW Tower.
DFW Tower with wind 1934, ready to go.
Flaps are set. Trim is set. Auto throttle arm. Clear for takeoff. 15614. All right. Landing lights on. We are about to be out of here. Yes, there is a restriction. There's a 240 knot restriction at J-Girl, and there's a 250 knot restriction below 10,000 feet anyway. So, all right. Landing lights are on. Pitot tubes coming on. And with that, flap set, RTO, and we're ready to go. All right. Here we go. Yeah, J-Girl's a fix waypoint, basically. And 80 knots. I'm not sure why I didn't get the call out. Fuel. I really should have. What's giving me? Oh, it's just that. I had a feeling that's all it was. Oh, they don't? I thought they did, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll check it in a second. Thanks for the heads up. We'll go ahead and accelerate here. We'll get our flaps cleaned up. There's a J-Girl right there, by the way. There we go. Oh! So we turn the other way. Alright, so we got our altitude restriction taken care of there. And we'll bring in flaps 1. flaps up. There's Dallas. Yeah, I'm sure they usually do, but better change our pitch here so we stay under the restriction. Alright, if you're just joining us, we just took off out of Dallas-Fort Worth and we're climbing away on the Kuna 6 SID and heading for St. Louis, Missouri. The autopilot is off. We're using the flight director, but the autopilot is off. Alright, we're above 10,000 feet now, so we'll accelerate here. Okay, well it sounds like someone just subscribed, but I don't see it on the other thing. That's weird. I was hoping that would show up there. Dang it. Alright, thanks for subscribing. Unfortunately, I can't see what the name is. I gotta redo how I'm doing this. I pulled up another screen to show me what who is subscribing when that happens, and it didn't show up over there. So I gotta reconfigure, but I want to do that after I finish climbing here, because I'll do that in a moment. So don't worry, I'll figure out who that was, and I'll give you some props. Don't worry. Get back on track. All right, we're above 10,000. I'm gonna go ahead and arm that. There we go. Alright. We're above 10,000, so landing lights can come off. We'll turn off the taxi light. And there's another one. Okay, so what is going on here? Why is this not showing me what's happening here? That's helpful, thank you. Okay, so it looks like Elite Gang 11 subscribed and AADFW Spotters 2 subscribed. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. Happy to have you along the flight today. I need to figure out how to do this. The Streamlabs thing, I thought it would update automatically, but I have to hit refresh apparently, which is annoying. So go figure. Alright, and now I was supposed to turn over to another frequency so I can get my clearance to continue climbing. That would be helpful too. There we go. All right. All right, yeah, if you're just joining us, we are climbing out of Dallas-Fort Worth for St. Louis and getting ready to head up to cruise. We're just wrapping some things up here. What was that? Oh, seriously? All right. So as we continue to climb here, we can talk a little bit. I was saying earlier, I've been taking a little bit of hiatus from Flight Sim because I was at Flight Sim Con this last weekend, and that was a lot of fun. But we had some interesting, definitely some interesting things we did discover. It sounds like Active Sky is being developed for X-Plane, so that's on the horizon. For those of you that are X-Plane people as well, the ground shaky textures on X-Plane 11 when you're parked is been fixed and will be updated in the next few weeks. I actually asked that question in a forum and it got kind of a row from the room. It's kind of cool. And I don't even fly an X-Plane yet, but I've seen it in videos, and I wasn't hearing it addressed. So that's been taken care of and will be pushed out in a patch here pretty soon. This is Windows 7 actually still. I'm not on Windows 10 yet. I was a little nervous to go to Windows 10 initially because I wasn't sure if it would break my flight sim. I know other people that are using Windows 10 now fine, so apparently it's not an issue, but I've not switched over to 10 yet. Let's see, what else was interesting at Flight Sim Con? The Quality Wings 787 is about 3 months from release. It's in beta right now. So we'll hopefully see that out in August or September, I would hope, to be fully released. Flight 1 is developing and is actually, I think they're in beta now for the Level D 757. So for all you Level D fans, that is on the horizon. It'll be cool to have a really nice, more professional 757 out there. 310, so they clear me too. Yeah, well. All right, then we'll go over to standard. So we're above 18,000. Okay. Why? why is that a problem? Westwind spotters, or not Westwind spotters. DFW spotters. I'm just gonna call you spotters. So just know that now. I'm simplifying your call sign just like they do in the air traffic control. So yeah, so there's some cool things coming out on the horizon for various things. Not a lot of other big news. Basically, nothing big coming out of Flight Sim World yet, other than they're working on a whole lot of stuff and trying to finalize a lot of things. But I really think the reason they rushed out with Flight Sim World the way they did is because they had to make an announcement and had to get something out because the other two guys were pushing new stuff out and they couldn't wait. Otherwise, they'd be left behind. So. Kind of in a tough spot. I'm withholding judgment on Flight Sim World until I see the final product. It's an early release. It's basically what you would probably consider alpha, and not even alpha maybe. So I'm not going to hold judgment on them until it's further along. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that sucks. What kind of joystick did you get? Yeah, I have Windows 8 on my laptop, but not for my gaming desktop. So, yeah, what kind of joystick though? So anyway, so that's the stuff coming at Flight Sim Con. The experience was great. A lot of people there. There was about 790 people there or so, I think was the count. If you are familiar with some of the other YouTubers, Cat Strader and Durka Durka and Jeff Faviano were all there. That was cool to kind of meet them in person. Actually, was on Cat Strader's live stream for a little bit in the background and what we called first class, sitting on the seats behind him on his webcam while he flew to San Diego in X-Plane. That was a lot of fun, just hanging out with people. Well, FSU IPC would be a definitely thing you want to get. That's worth its weight in gold right there. FSU IPC is a fantastic tool for connecting your stuff. Much better than the interface of trying to do it through Flight Sim directly. I would highly recommend, if you don't do Windows 10, at least get FSU IPC. So anyway, so that was a lot of fun. The flight back, well actually the experience there at Flight SimCon, it's at the Sheraton at the airport. So my room at the Sheraton actually looked airside, so I had jetways right outside my window on the 4th floor. It was fantastic. For anybody else, they'd probably think that was a horrible view, but for a aviation guy, that was like heaven. So, but yeah, no, that was a fantastic experience, a lot of fun. The flight back, I flew Delta both ways, and I actually really enjoyed flying Delta. The planes were actually really nice. They have mechanical issues just like everybody else, and it's how you deal with those when it comes up. And let me just say, props to Delta. Their crews, their flight attendant staff, their gate staff, everybody's super, super nice. I mean, I've not seen that with United or American, at least not recently. So props, very much props to Delta on this flight. We did have some problems coming back. It wasn't anybody's fault. I mean, not anybody that I talked to anyway. The issue on the flight out of Bradley, one of the maintenance guys, so it was his fault, decided to go a little overzealous servicing the lavatories and actually caused the toilet to overflow in the back of the MD-88 and flood the back of the MD-88 with the blue fluid. And it seeped down into the carpet and into the cargo and APU compartments. That was pretty disgusting. So they spent 2.5 hours cleaning that up so we could take off. But in the meantime, the captain and first officer came out and were just kind of chatting with people and making sure everyone was taken care of. The gate agent was kind of preemptively rebooking people just in case they missed their connections. It was really well done. They brought out free donuts and muffins in the meantime for us, and they were just super nice and super helpful about it. No one, as a result, nobody was really going off the handle, so that was good. Got to chat with the captain for a little bit, shot the breeze with the first officer for about 20 minutes. Just nice guys, and it was really fun to talk to them. So props Delta on handling that. Got into Minneapolis, which is where I was connecting through to get to LAX. And that 757 was broken, had a fuel pump break. So again, stuff breaks, what do you do? And so I had to go on standby and get on a different flight, was able to get on another flight and head out. But again, all the staff was very, very helpful, trying their best to do whatever it took. Very nice, very friendly. At the end of the flight, the 757, because of all the friendliness of the crews and stuff, I thought, why not? I walked up to the flight attendant and said, hey, is there any way I can see the cockpit? And she took me over to the captain. Captain was on the phone on a personal call, and once he found out that's what I was wanting, he basically just hung up with whoever he was on the phone with and said, hey, come on up here and let me show you. And I got to sit in the seat in the left-hand seat of the 757 at LAX, and he took my picture. It was a lot of fun. So just overall props to Delta. It was a long day coming back, but it still worked out. It was fun. We just got to go with the flow. Delta was very accommodating and very helpful, and nothing but nice things to say about them. So yeah. So that was a flight back. It was actually a 23.5-hour day. I woke up at 5:30 Eastern for my flight, and by the time I got home, and I had to drive home from LAX to Fresno, which is about a 4-hour drive. But I got home at just before 2 a.m. Pacific, which 5:30 is 2:30 Pacific, so it was a 23.5-hour day by the time I was done. I was exhausted, but it was a lot of fun. So overall experience was very positive. I loved Flight SimCon. It was so much fun hanging out with those guys, and I hope to do that next year. But it was just a lot of fun. So if you ever have a chance to go, I highly recommend it. If you live on the West Coast, it can be a bit expensive to get out there, I granted, but it's a good time. So good camaraderie. So got to learn a lot, and hope to apply some of the stuff I learned to my flight sim experience. So yes, that's me. That's the last week and a half for my life. Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? Looks like we got 6 people watching us right now. So let's get into chat and start the conversation. Spotters, hate to. You shouldn't have to spend money on the FSU IPC. You can do it for free. It's a free download. To activate it and unlock all the features, you have to buy it. And I don't remember if doing the using it as the configuration tool for your joystick, it needs to be the purchased one. So I would highly recommend at least downloading it and trying it and see if that helps solve anything. If it doesn't do it with the thing, then you have to purchase it. Then yeah, but it's a very valuable tool in general. So I would recommend it anyway. Whether it solves that problem or not, but I would think it would. I don't know. I've never heard of a joystick disconnecting. Of course, who knows? Windows 8 is the thing. Oh, you have the free one. Okay, so yeah, so you might have to plunk down the money for it. That sucks. That's the thing about Sims. You know, it's a lot cheaper than doing the real thing, but you can spend a lot of money getting stuff set up right. And that's unfortunate that it happens that way sometimes. So, but good luck to you. Hopefully you get that figured out. What kind of joystick is it? What'd you get? We're about 35 miles from MLC, and our next waypoint is SDG or some nonsense. And that is the entry into our star. So actually I'm going to pull that up, get that ready to go. So let's load that. KSTL. VKB Sim Gladiator, okay. I'm not familiar with that joystick. I'd have to look it up. The joystick I have, I bought. It wasn't that expensive. It was maybe $50, 50, 60 bucks. It's a Thrustmaster, so it's nothing special. The only reason I bought it actually was to fly Airbus because I wanted to do it more realistic because there's all the side joystick. So, and it works pretty well. I mean, I don't fly with it very often because I don't fly Airbus very often. I fly the Boeings mostly. But yeah, it does the job. Alright, let's see here. What is that? SGF, that's the Springfield VOR. So, we're going to come to Springfield, and then from Springfield, it's a direct to Trake, basically. And then Trake, we go down, and it's down to Snyder, and then from there, it's vectors to our runway approach. So we'll see what they give us. I don't see any speed or altitude restrictions on the star here, so it looks like it's just going to be as planned. That's good. Okay, so VKB must be a pretty nice one, I would assume. Yeah, Jeff Faviano uses that. That's nice. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a joystick person as much because I fly primarily with a yoke. So, Felipe, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Embraer or Bombardier? I don't have a lot of experience with either of them. I would probably say Embraer just because that's, I'm not familiar too much with the, oh no, CRJs are the Bombardier, that's right. So I'm actually more experienced with the Bombardiers. Traffic, uh-oh. Got one coming straight at us. It's like right at us. Okay, are we climbing still? Yes, and now we got some wind things happening. What's happening here? Is he? Okay, he's going below us. So here he is right here. He's coming at us. All right, and it sounds the sound of another subscriber. I'm going to refresh this, so hopefully it tells me who just subscribed. Maybe. My wheel, that's annoying. Felipe, thank you for subscribing. All right, awesome. Thank you, sir. And William Baines, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. I think I'm going to have to go with Bombardier, by the way, Felipe. I don't really have a major preference. I just have more experience with the Bombardiers. So yeah, so that's that. William Barnes, do you have a PPL? I do not. I actually did flight training back out of high school and attempted to get my PPL and ran out of money. So I did my solo cross countries and stuff. At some point I would like to go back and actually finish it and get it. William Baines, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Welcome officially on board the aircraft then. But I would like to go back and finish that up and get that at some point. It would be fun to do and just have that available as a hobby. But yeah, I do have real flight experience. It's been a while though since I've flown in real life. So yeah, answers that. So yeah, so thank you Felipe and William for subscribing. Thank you for joining us. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Flying Moose 83. You'll be able to find out that way when we're streaming in the future. I believe I will be streaming tomorrow afternoon, and but I don't know for sure yet. That's the plan, unless my plan goes to poo, which can happen. So a question for William and Felipe. Where are you guys from? I always like to find out where people are from in the world. I'm in California, in Fresno, Central Valley. So where are you guys from, if you don't mind me asking? Doesn't look like we're too far behind. That's good. That did something. Portugal, all right. Wow, okay. Joining us from across the pond. That's awesome. Well, welcome, my Portuguese friend, to the flight. Oh, I'm supposed to tune forward. That would help. All right, so about 186 nautical miles from Springfield VOR, and that's the entrance to our Star, the Trig 9 arrival into St. Louis. So actually, now that we're at this point of the flight, we'll do some. We'll get you some views outside the aircraft, see what we're flying here. This is a Westwind 737 for the virtual airline that I fly for, Westwind. Flywestwind.com is our URL. So William, if you're still with us, where are you from? It's a beautiful plane. Beautiful. Well, let me see how far behind we are on the stream. Right. Too far behind. Well, thank you, Felipe. I'd like to think there's a good group of people that like me as well, so thank you so much. I appreciate the props. So, William Baines, if you're still with us, I'd love to know where you're from. You may have dropped off. If so, sorry to see you go, but if you are still here, let me know where you're from. Has anybody here ever been to Flight SimCon before? This is the 5th year I think they've done it. This is my first time. And so I'd love to see if you guys have been here as well. Was that for me? No. Okay, good. Good. So yeah, for those of you who are curious, for our flights to Connecticut, it was a LAX to Minneapolis, and Minneapolis then to Bradley at Hartford, and then back the same way. To there, it was a 757-300 to Minneapolis, and then an MD-90, I believe it was, to, or was it a 717? No, I think it was an MD-90. MD-90 to Bradley, and then on the way back is an MD-88, and then a 757-300 back to LAX. All right, software I use. Okay, so we've got, I'm using EasyDock for my views. That's what's allowing me to do this right now and transfer around. So that's EasyDock. GSX on the ground for the ground support for the pushbacks and the what do you call it? People loading and baggage loading. That's all GSX. I'm using Rex textures for a lot of the texture stuff. Active Sky Next is providing the weather injection. And let's see, what else have I got on here that's happening? Oh, Ultimate Traffic 2 by Flight 1 is, I think it's Flight 1, is running our AI traffic. Using OBS to stream. And, like I said, CH products, yoke, pedals, and throttle quadrant for flying. Let's see, I have FTX Global, but not on this one. I have it in my Steam edition. 3 o'clock at 4 miles. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Whoops. Hang on, wrong button. There we go. Okay. That was horrifying. I'm trying to remember if I'm running any Orbex stuff in here or not. I don't think I am. I think the only thing is in the Steam edition that I have. So yeah, that's correct. I have boxed and Steam edition. This is the boxed version. Steam edition is on my other hard drive. The only reason I haven't been using Steam edition as much is because I was doing pre-recorded videos. And to do that, I like to use FS Recorder for doing the outside views. And FS Recorder does not work very well with Steam edition. And so I had gone back to the box edition to do that. So now that we're live streaming, it's not an issue. At some point, I'm going to transition over. I just haven't done that yet. Probably within the next week or so, I'll dust off the Steam edition and make sure it's all running up to par and get all the files transferred over I need to do the streaming for it. Because I'd like to do some multiplayer stuff with some people on here. But to do that, I'm going to need to do the Steam edition because that's what everyone's using now for that. So yeah, so we'll be doing that eventually. But again, the difference between the box and Steam edition is basically nothing, except with the under the hood tweaks that Dovetail did to try and optimize it a bit more and update it from its original 2006 heritage. It's amazing to think that the sim is basically 11 years old. That I'm flying on right now, and it still looks this good. So yeah, I would like to get X-Plane and prepared so I can play with those. So that will come eventually, and we'll do some flights with those when that happens. Also, would like to get a webcam at some point so you guys can see my beautiful face. It's so beautiful. I'm sure you'll all think so too. And I need a second monitor so I can do this easier, because right now I'm using my laptop as the second monitor and it's kind of clunky and I don't really like it that much, so we'll see. We'll pop out. I wonder if that will, maybe that will do that. Let's see if that will help the problem. It might. So I'm experimenting with things on the laptop here to be able to see. I need to be able to see chat, and I need to be able to see. That's not what I want. And I need to be able to see. What do you call it? Dashboard? No, that's where it is. I need to be able to see chat. I need to be able to see the stream. I need to see the subscribe alerts so that I can tell when people are subscribing, so I can give them thanks. And it's. So yeah, oh yeah, specs. Yeah, I can give you that. It's actually on my YouTube channel as well, so you can look at that there. But I'm running, it's all custom built by me. It's a AMD FX, I want to say 6200, 6100. It's a 6-core, 3.3 gigahertz processor, overclocked to 3.9, I believe. And that's running the lion's share of the sim. I've got 8 gigs of RAM, which I need to upgrade that and get some more, because 8's a little low-ski. I'm running the NVIDIA GTX 970, I believe, graphics card. which is a 4 gigs of memory on that, whatever it is. And then it's a 1 terabyte hard drive, conventional, 7200 RPM. I also have a 500 gig solid state, which is what the Steam edition is installed on, and that's what I'd like to get up and running, because that'll run a little smoother because it's on a solid state now that we're doing streaming. So I think that's it for the specs as far as what's on here. It's air cooled. It's just got a big fat fan on it that I stuck on there. I think it's called ice cooler or something, ice wind something. The box is down here. I'm trying to read it in the dark. So yeah, which is interesting. The little tabs on the cooler tubes from the fan stick out just into where the closing door would be for the other side of the case. So I have the side case door off, which I like anyway, because then I can easily access and get in there and mess with stuff if I need to. So, but it does the job. It's a good PC. I upgrade it a little bit every few months and try and keep it up to spec. The next thing needs to happen. I need a much better CPU in there, because while the CPU, the specs sound fast, the cache speeds aren't that great. So it actually could be a lot more powerful, and that's going to be the next upgrade now that the graphics card finally got upgraded. I was running a 550 Ti for a long time and finally upgraded to the 970 a few months ago. And next will be the CPU and RAM upgrades to bring them up to spec. So there you have it. Them's my specs. All right, we've got looks like 10 people watching right now. Welcome aboard. We're in flight right now in the 737-800 PMDG between Dallas-Fort Worth and heading to St. Louis, Missouri. Jump into chat and say hello. Also invite you to subscribe and leave a like if you would. And you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Flying Moose 83 to find out when we're streaming. Yeah, AMD is it's not any worse or better than Intel is when it comes to FSX. It all comes down to the specs. So, you know, a crappy AMD chip will do poorly. Same thing with an Intel. When a low-grade Intel chip will do poorly too. The difference is you want to look at the speed of the chip, and then also the size of the caches on the chips and the write speed of the caches. So Intel, generally speaking, is viewed as a little better. But they're also a lot more expensive because they do all the advertising stuff, and Intel does, and AMD doesn't bother with that. So you can generally get the AMD chips, the equivalent AMD chips, for cheaper than you can the Intel chips. Intel is kind of the industry standard because they've been around forever. But I've used AMD for all my life as far as simming and building computers, and I've never had any serious problems with them. So, so I generally prefer AMD only because you can get it for a little cheaper. So it's kind of like buying generic in that sense. It's not the same chip, I grant you, but they're generally pretty on par with each other as long as you buy equivalent. And that's the key, is to get into the specs and know what you're actually buying and not just look. If you just look at the speed, the 3.3 gigahertz or whatever it is, that's not telling the whole story. So yeah, you can get an Intel chip that's 2.5 gigahertz and it actually performs better than a 3.3 gigahertz AMD, but it's because you bought an AMD chip that has the speed but doesn't have the cache and all the other stuff, and the Intel chip does. So you got to compare apples to apples. Otherwise, you're comparing apples to oranges, and it's not really a fair test. So there you have it. There you have it. All right. We are 93 miles from Springfield. And let's see, we're coming up on an hour since Pushback, which was at about 1935. By the time we got off the ground, I think it was probably about 1945 or so. Well, that sucks. Yeah, mosquitoes are no fun. You must be in a mosquito area. Thankfully, we don't get a lot of mosquitoes here in Fresno. At least not this time of year. If I go up into the mountains, then mosquitoes become prevalent, and that is annoying. So my sympathies to you, Felipe. Or Felipe. My sympathies. Mosquitoes are no fun indeed. Alright. Those of you that are joining us, say hello in chat if you haven't already. I'd love to see who's here and who's flying with us. It makes the stream more fun when we're talking. If you don't talk, then I run out of things to say, and it's not nearly as interesting. So we've got to keep the conversation going. Okay, so just pronounce Philip. Or Philippe. Philip. I have a brother named Philip. He spells it with 2 L's though. But so yeah. You know what? It's been a while. Spotters, I don't know if SimMark is the only place to do it. I have a feeling it is. I don't think it's everywhere. I think you have to go up to a specific place. I'm going to do a quick search for you here and see if I can find out. Let me see what I can find here. So SimMarket. That's just let's see. It looks like it, yeah. Yeah, it looks like SimMark is the only place you can get it. The car won't buy the full thing because it's in euros. What? What do you mean the car, you know, like you can't I have no problem purchasing stuff with my credit card in euros. Is there a place? Sometimes there might be a drop down to change it, and that may be why it's not letting you, because you're trying to do it in a foreign currency, and there's an option to do it in dollars. Check around for a drop down that lets you change it to dollars. Some of those let you do that. Not all of them, but some of them do. Looking on here too, see if there's a support. What kind of credit card do you have? Please choose the country. So I assume you chose your country correctly, I would hope. And was that for me? Yes, it was. Okay. Submit. Oh my gosh. Stupid thing. Oh, because of debit, that may be why. Yeah, sometimes debit cards aren't supported. Just depends on the bank, and which you'd think it would be if it's a Visa debit, but I could see that being a problem potentially. That's lame though. Did it add it to my cart? Where's my cart? You might no, don't do that. Okay. Oh, maybe you can't change it. Okay. Yeah, that's lame. Talking is different than the vault. It is. It's not really talking different. It's talking faster. I do have. Sorry, I forgot about that add-on. It gets forgotten. I have a program called Edit Voice Pack, and I think that's free. I don't think I paid for that. I don't think. It's been a long time. That's called Edit Voice Pack, and what it does is you can, first of all, it allows you to throw in a whole bunch of more call signs for ATC to recognize. You can edit and create call signs, and you can also increase or decrease the speed at which ATC talks. So you don't have to sit there and wait for West Wind Flight 1990, please turn. You know, it takes forever. So I turn the speed up so it's a little more, it's a little quicker and a little more true to life of what you would get from someone actually talking on the radio. So that's why it probably seems different. Yeah, it is a really old add-on. It's been around for a long time. It still works though, so yeah, I forgot about that one. I usually forget about it when I reinstall the sim and I go to do something and ATC talks to me first time. I go, oh gosh, that's slow. Oh, I forgot to do Edit Voice Pack. Because it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Oh, speaking of nuts, that's the other guy that was at Flight SimCon. I forgot about him. Squirrel. If you guys know Squirrel, he's a game streamer. He does a lot of FSX and also does a lot of Euro Truck Simulator. And My Summer Car. He did Auto Mechanic Simulator and stuff like that, but he's been around for a long time. So he was there. I got to meet him. Cool guy. On his stream, I always kind of assumed he was a lot older than he actually is. Just the way his voice is kind of growly, I guess. I don't know. It's the right word, but yeah, he flew in from England, which is where he lives. Kansas City Center. All right, we're getting closer to Springfield here, and that's where we'll enter the star. We are, hey Matthew, welcome to the stream. Thanks for saying hi. Welcome aboard. We are, let me find out here. Let's see, I gotta remember what's the, no. There's a, that's that, oh here we go. We are, distance to go, 219 miles, looks like, from St. Louis. Uh-oh. Got scammed. From SimMarket? That seems odd. I'm pretty sure I've used SimMarket before. It hasn't had a problem. Yeah, that's unfortunate if that's what happened to you just now. Is it not giving you any information, or? Because I think you're just buying a code or something. You're not really buying a product, because you already have the product you can download for free, but to unlock it, if I recall correctly, it's just a code. So it seems, I think when I purchased it, it seemed odd the first time. Okay, yeah, give it time, because I think it takes a little bit for it to kind of go through, if I recall correctly. Because it's kind of goofy, because it's the, because it's that kind of a thing. So yeah, give it time. I really hope you didn't get scammed, but I have a feeling you did not. I think it just will take a little bit. All right. Who just joined a second ago? I've got to scroll up here and see. Matthew, yeah, hey. Matthew, where are you from? I always like to find out where people are from. I'm from California, from Fresno in the Central Valley. So let us know where you're from. Felipe over here is from Portugal, and DFW Spotters, as you can guess, is from Texas. Matthew, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button at least. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, Flying Moose 83. And if you would subscribe, I'd appreciate that too, obviously. Oh, you're from St. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're flying from Spotter's home to your home. That's awesome. And Bruce from Holland, nice. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us today. Glad to see you. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind giving the video a like, also subscribe if you wouldn't mind. And let's get that thing up to 500. That's what I'm working toward. 500 subscribers. That's our goal. Not going to get it today, I'm sure, but every little bit helps. So yeah, nice. I've got a new guy that was from Holland, and then he moved to New Zealand, named Rudolph, a number of years ago. I still see him on Facebook, actually. Yes, I know. You, Felipe, you did like and subscribe. We got that up, so thank you for that. So thank you so much. I appreciate the support. All right, getting there. 4 miles from our transition into the star. So yeah, so if you're just joining us, we're just getting ready to enter the arrival for St. Louis. Sorry, hang on, real world. I'm getting a text from my sister. Stand by. This is like the satellite comm link from the company. No. Have to borrow that, but probably does. Okay, anyway, moving on. So we're just about to enter the star, like I said. In fact, that's happening right now. And okay, let's see if that... Someone just subscribed. Will it show me on the... No, it will not. Damn it. This is worthless. Okay, I'm going to have to play with this some more and see if I can get real-time alerts that show me, because it's not doing that, and that's not helpful. Then I have to do it the annoying way. So, oh, Anonymous just subscribed. That's okay. That's helpful. Well, Anonymous, whoever you are, thank you, I guess. That's funny. Oh, that's interesting. Why did it say it said Anonymous on the screen, but here it says it's Bruce. So, Bruce, thank you for subscribing. I'm not sure why it referred to you as Anonymous on the screen. That's an interesting turn of events. It's actually very strange. You might have your notification or something turned off to not show things on your settings on YouTube, so that would probably be why. But thank you, Bruce, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Okay, so we now know that that doesn't work. That's helpful. How do you reset that? Can I refresh? No. Oh, I guess I can push that. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, I got traffic over here at Embraer. Got him in sight. So you see the traffic down here on the TCAS going past. Whoops, I lost my chat. My chat. Where's my chat? That's right. That's funny. That's really weird. I don't do lives with any particular set schedule, and the reason for that is my work schedule is kind of busy. I'm a facility manager and I'm on salary, so I'm technically always on call. So I have to kind of plan around various events that come up. So generally my days off are Fridays and Saturdays, so I will generally try and stream at least one of those days. But I will also generally try and get a stream in maybe Wednesday and evenings, because I have those off now. That's in Pacific time because I'm in California. Am I supposed to be? Okay. And occasionally Sunday afternoons as well, because I have church in the morning, obviously. So yeah, so I don't really have a set schedule yet. I'm just going to try and stream as much as I can. I'll give you guys notifications via Twitter and Facebook, as much heads up as I can of when I'm going to be streaming, so that way you guys can join me. But yeah, I don't have it. It's not as a set schedule. You got charged 3 times? How did that happen? Well, that's weird. Good luck with that. I'm sorry to hear that that's being a problem for you. That's really annoying. Okay, that's dumb. I gotta figure that out. Okay. Kansas City Center. Let's see if they'll be having us descend soon. We're about 156 miles out from Drake now, or from St. Louis, rather. 80 miles from Drake. Oh, I'm not talking to you right now. All right. I do not have an Instagram. I have Twitter, which is new for me. I have Facebook and I have Twitter. I don't have Instagram at the moment. Every Saturday night. All right. Well, I'll have to check that out. I'll sub you back, spotters, when I'm done with the flight today. Because yeah, I'd love to check out your stream. Alright. They didn't give me dynamic. Yeah, I would assume probably with the next 30 miles or so, they'll probably start descending me. Would be my guess. My guess. We shall see. Alright. Alright, if anyone of you is just joining us, we're getting ready to be descending, not quite, but we're close to descending into St. Louis. In fact, at the moment, I need to pull up the elevation for St. Louis, Lambert Field. Lambert. I think we have that one. Alright, let's see. The elevation, oh, okay, the elevation is about the same as it was in Dallas, so we'll leave that 600, that's fine. That's cool. No, that's okay, spotters, I don't mind that at all. I didn't take it that way. That's fine. You're good, you're good. Alright. 135 miles out. Moving along. So yes, I just got a text from my sister. She's coming up from LA, and their air conditioning just died. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I heard your last transmission. Hey, here comes our descent. Alright. Yes, it is nice to see other streamers and be able to communicate that way, so that's fun. 310. Going on down. Is it going to do it, or is it going to make me... Let's do that. 310. Oh, top descent, okay. So we'll let it get down top descent here, and then it'll descend on its thing. So HC will probably yell at us a little bit while we're not descending. Well, that's okay. Yes, this is the 737-800 from PMDG, NGX. Section X flag, 777. Yeah, actually that's a good point. I do want to do that at some point, and if I do, it will be the 747. That is my favorite aircraft in the world. I have the new version of the PMDG 747, the version 3. So I've done a flight on here with that already. It wasn't a very long flight. We just did it from up to Seattle. But yeah, that would be fun to do that. Do a flight into either Schiphol or maybe London or what's the other one I like? Frankfurt. So who knows? We'll see. But yes, the new PMDG 747 is a beautiful aircraft. Oh, PMDG did such a good job with that thing. Yes. And I'm actually curious to get the FS Labs A320. I have the Aerosoft one, and it's buggy in FSX. It works great in Steam, and so actually now that I'm going to be transitioning back over to Steam, we can do some flights in that, and I can use the joystick. But for some reason the throttles would not cooperate in the box version. They do weird things, but it works fine in Steam Edition. Let's see here. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful aircraft, the 747. They did a wonderful job. What are you wanting me to do? Hand off. Alright, so we started our descent, so I'm going to give the flight attendants a little chime so they can start getting the aircraft ready. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, the FS Labs one actually looks a lot nicer, in my opinion, than the Aerosoft. So I'd like to get that at some point. I'm not a big Airbus fan. I'm a Boeing person, but I can respect the Airbuses, and I like to know how to fly them too. So definitely worth a look. Definitely worth a look-see. All right, we are 27 miles from the Trake fix on the thing here, and I believe from Trake it's kind of a direct toward the St. Louis area, and then we get vectors at a certain point to our we're right. Oh, okay. Down to 19. And do I have to really? There you go. Get down. All right. Let's see. Was that now? So Bruce, that your longest flight there, was that in real life or was that a sim? My longest flight in real life, I flew to Israel in February on El Al from LAX to Tel Aviv. That was about 14 and a half hour flight. That was brutal. And they didn't have the air conditioning set very well. It was hot in that plane. That was no bueno. The way back was nice, but the way down was pretty brutal. Yeah, the add-on for the ATC was Edit Voice Pack. And I think it's all one word. Just with a capital E, capital V, capital P. Actually, maybe not capital P. I think it's just Edit, capital V, Voice Pack. So just do a Google search for that. Yeah, it wasn't quite an oven, but it was enough to be sweaty and nasty. So, you know, no bueno. No bueno. All right. We are losing altitude. Wow, descending quickly. Good grief. I think it's dropping me like a rock. Alright, so while we're doing that, let's get the airplane set up. We're going to do auto brakes 2. We'll be doing flap 30, I imagine. So let's get that set up here. Yeah, flaps 30, which will be 141 for VREF. So we'll set up. We can't do that until we switch over. Okay, fine. Alright, so that's set. I don't think I need to do anything down there. Stay off, this one stay off, that's all auto, that's set, that's normal, that's fine. Seatbelt signs are on. Ooh, did we just get 1-2 right? This is actually going to be the first, oh my goodness. Alright, so this is a red letter moment, people. This is the first live stream I've done where FSX hasn't changed my runway on me from the one I planned on. So that's just awesome. Oh, it gave up on the descent path. Alright, I don't care. But I think that's what we had planned on. Let's see here. Legs. 1, 2, right. Yep. So we can just do this as normal. So we're gonna just follow the flight. But so we're gonna ignore ATC as far as vectors. They're gonna try and vector us to it. Their vectors suck. So we're gonna follow the flight plan and just ignore them. All right. I'm not a certified commercial airliner pilot in real life. That was that was me being on the flight, flying to Israel. I didn't fly the plane to Israel. I'm not a certified pilot in real life. I'm a sim pilot. I've got some real world experience in a Cessna, but that's about it. So everything else is sim. They didn't give us down. No. Just checking to make sure what we're getting. If you're just joining us, we are on our descent into the St. Louis area. Coming in the Boeing 737 by PMDG. Alright, down to 1000. Oh, another subscriber. Let's see, who'd we get? Look it up here. Since this stupid thing is dumb. Tell me, come on. How long does it take to load this stupid page? GTA Lover, thanks for subscribing. Alright, welcome aboard. Thank you so much. Yeah, they do ask you to turn in some very weird directions, and they take you way outside the field. In the meantime, they direct the AI traffic to be like right within 7 miles of the field and cut you off, which is very helpful. Ooh, another subscriber, awesome, alright. It's a delay for me to do this because it takes forever to reload the pages. Infinity Studio, sorry. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much. Switch back out of standard here. Yeah, it's 13.5 hours. That's quite a. Ooh. We're in the soup, just temporarily. We should be visual, and we'll probably land visual. They're giving us ILS, but we'll probably land visual because why not? It's more fun to fly the plane. Grape 1. Westwind 107. Hey! Alright, awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you. I'm glad to see another Westwind guy here. Atlanta Hub Manager. Awesome. I see Westwind 107 and I see Westwind 1934. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm flying as Westwind 1934. I'm Westwind 1990 is my actual Westwind ID. But the flight number today is 1934, so. Yeah, thank you, GTA Lover, for helping me out with my thing. You're actually going to be doing that once we get to 10,000 feet here, so. Where are you? Oh, you're trying to lose altitude. Let's help it out. Alright. So that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Are you Westwind 107? Is that your number? Grape 1? Oh, shut up. Make me hurt you. Plane's leveling off to lose speed at the moment, so it's part of the VNAV profile. So I'm putting speed brakes out. Give us a hand. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, we'll go ahead and do our announcement actually now. So, ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We have started our descent into the St. Louis area. We'll be passing below 10,000 feet momentarily. At this time, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Put your seat backs and tray tables in their full upright position in preparation for landing. Make sure any small personal items are stowed in the overhead bins of the seats or under the seat in front of you. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing at this time. Thank you. Seatbelt sign is, I think it's, I don't know if it's a company policy thing or what. I know some flights that turn it off after 10,000, some don't turn it off until they're like above 18,000. I'm not sure if there's a specific rule on that for commercial. I usually do it with around 10,000 unless there's weather. Obviously, if the weather is bumpy, then it'll be turned on earlier. We're not having any bumpy weather today, so it's not really an issue. Did someone just subscribe? I think I heard the thing and I ignored it. Sorry. Let me find out who did that if that was the case. Oh, great point. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Awesome. And then I wish that some iOS flight sims had enter. I'm not sure what that word is. GTA lover, you might want to try that again. I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're looking for like ATC within the flight sim. Ooh, another subscriber. Oh, oops, wrong. No, not that. Let's see who we got. Elite Gamer and Vlogger has subscribed. All right. Well, thank you, Elite Gamer. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for subscribing. Turn that off. They're probably wanting us to bring us down a little bit more, and I'm ignoring them. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay. Yeah, so X-Plane works in iOS, I believe. Well, is that when you say iOS, are we talking about Macs or are we talking about iPhones? Probably iPhones. In that case, I have no idea. I'm actually not set up for donations yet. I'm trying to build my following first. I really don't like asking for money at this time. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not set up for it yet. So I thank you for the willingness to do that, though. I will be getting that set up at some point, and I'll give you guys the opportunity to do that. For now, your subscriptions are enough for me. So thank you so much for your subs and your likes. And again, it's awesome that you're willing to do that. So landing lights are coming on. We're below 10,000 feet now. And I'm going to probably not pay as much attention to chat at the moment as we're getting ready to come in. I need to get the airplane configured, so please don't take offense to that. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and turn the taxi light on just because that way when the gear comes out it'll be there. Well, thank you, Elite Gamer. I appreciate that. Alright. Alright, so I think after Snyder, I think, is where we're supposed to vector over to the runway. So let me check that real quick. I'm going to pull the star up here and check that out. Trick 9. Yeah, after Snyder, it's vectors to the runway. So we're going to turn at this point here. We're going to clear down to I'm sorry, what are you referring to? The next update with regard to the MD-11? I must have missed something in chat. Legs page. Whoops. That did something bad. Stop telling me my descent path is unachievable. I'm trying to edit the thing. There we go. Just keep that. There we go. Okay. So that's going to bring us over there. I'm going to bring out the spoilers again, and we're going to get this descent going. Rotate sim is making... Oh, I saw that! Yes, you're right. They are making an MD-11 for X-Plane. Yes, you're correct. I forgot about that. I saw something about that at Flight SimCon. Alright, coming around. We're like really close. That's really close to runway. Why would they make your vectors there? Seems odd. Alright. Because I'm pretty sure like the field's like right over here. Oh! Rain! I'm gonna go flaps 5. Try and get us to slow up here a little bit. And lose some altitude. Oh, yeah, okay. What kind of stupid? Alright. We're going to do this differently. We're going to go over here. I'm going to turn this way. So we're going to edit this a little bit. We're going to kind of spin around so we can get onto the flight path here. Oh, nice, Bruce. All right. Well, there goes somebody underneath us right there. That's like MD-80 landing. So we're going to come around this way. And we're just going to backtrack for a little bit while we lose altitude and speed. Turn off the spoilers there. Yeah, you can't ignore ATC when it's telling you to turn and descend. What you cannot ignore ATC on is... actually, I guess you could technically ignore them on anything you want. You just have to keep acknowledging them. That's the key. If you don't acknowledge them, then they cancel your flight plan. So that's the key. So the key is to acknowledge and put up with their annoying, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. But you can't essentially ignore what they're telling you to do, as long as you're acknowledging what they're telling you to do. In my experience, ooh, man, it's getting stormy out here. Thunder and lightning everywhere. Goodness. Sheesh. Remember this being the forecast. This will make it fun. This will make it fun. Alright. I don't think we've had any failures in this flight, which is okay. It's fine. But there's still time. Going out here a little bit farther, and then we'll spin back around for the approach. Go ahead and contact St. Louis Tower. Alright, we're 11 miles out. We're going to spin around. 2978. Alright. Go ahead and go flaps 10. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Flying Moose 83. We are on approach into St. Louis, going into a runway 12 right, coming from Dallas-Fort Worth today. Yeah. There's our runways over there. Yeah, exactly. Spitfire, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can see up. I lost my... crap, okay, I can't. Yeah, FSX ATC does weird things. It's really annoying. Let's see. So that's 12 right there. Okay. So we're a little below the glide path at the moment. We'll get back on that. And then yeah, you can. I mean, you can descend faster than that, than 1300, but FSX always wants you to just. They descend you too late. Is basically what happens. We're gonna get over here a little bit and line ourselves runway. Go flaps 15 and gear down. Now go ahead and arm the spoilers. And that doesn't work. Kill the autopilot here. Got up. What do you VNAV disconnect? Okay. Let's go ahead and set VREF here. Oops. There's some VREF plus a little. Clear to land. Hey, Blue Crayon! That's fine. Hey, welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you here. Alright, flaps 25. We are coming into St. Louis, Blue Crown, flying 737. And flaps 30. So gear down, green light, flaps 30, green light, spoilers are armed, auto brakes are 2, landing lights are on, we are cleared to land, we're good to go. This is the fun part. HAR 4 left loading. I'm not sure what that means. But hey, welcome to the stream. Alright, we're gonna go manual throttle. Oops, that's the throttle's taking over from where I left off. Coming in sideways. We got a serious crosswind, 12 knot, almost straight crosswind. That'll make it fun. Crabbing into the wind. Go. Yeah, that was a serious crab. All right, we are down on this rainy day in St. Louis. Thank you, GTA Lover and Bruce, for the props on the landing. Thank you so much. We're going to go on one more. One more. I'll turn the auto brake off. And move around here. We got to find our terminal. Next page. I'm going to go to Seagate. I'd like to. Let's go to 24. No following. Charlie 24 is where we're going. Okay, someone just subscribed and Unfortunately, I can't look at the thing right now, so when it pops up on the screen, I will see who it is. So you'll get your props late, but that's okay.
Westwind 1934, did you copy?
Oh, yeah.
Answer 121.65, Westwind 1934, goodbye.
The Gamers 2515 Silva, thank you for subscribing, sir. Thank you so much. Oh. Collision avoided. All right. Thank you for the props. The games 2015 Silva, Infinity Studio. Thank you so much for nice job for landing. Thank you. Grape One. I am the LAX HM, so I am proud of me. Thank you. But yes, I am the hub manager of KLAX. All right, we're gonna. I'm not actually. Yes, I think I'm gonna come this way, and then we're gonna go around. All right. That was almost a collision. Thanks, Bruce, on the good reflexes. Yep, I heard the engines, and that happened to us when we were in Seattle. We were leaving with the Boeing 757, and I heard the guy coming, and I stopped, and I looked to the side, and he was like peeking, like right here. His nose was like coming out right here, and so we just narrowly avoided him. That was fun. So, yeah, Grape One. I'm actually the HM at LAX. I'm the HM and the VP of aircraft at Westwind. So. So I believe our gate is down. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Hang on. I think. Yeah, it's back there. Dang it. Oh. Man, what the? What's that noise? Okay. Yep. I went farther down than I thought, and so I'm in the wrong place. You're still coming? Okay. You know what? I'm going to go around you this way. You are intent on fouling up my day. Alright, we're going to go over here. Because our gate, I think, is somewhere in here. I think. Or is it? Oh, you know what? No, it's not. It's out here. It's out here. Okay. Alright, Blue Crayon, thanks for stopping by for the short amount of time. Have fun with your baseball game. Alright. Cogma, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, again, as you guys are watching, I know this is coming to the end, but I would be appreciative if you give that video a like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have, and I thank you for that. You can also follow on Facebook and Twitter. That'll let you know when we're streaming. Put that back up. Let's go ahead and put the flaps up. Let's get my after takeoff stuff done here. We need to turn the landing lights off too. And I am not doing my job right. And we'll get the APU on. There we go. All right. Thanks, Cog, for subbing. I appreciate it. And but yeah, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Know when we're streaming. Probably going to stream tomorrow afternoon. It'll be late afternoon because Pacific time, because I've got a funeral I got to run sound for as part of my real world job in the early afternoon. So I won't be able to stream until after that's over. So, but not sure where we're going yet for that stream or what we're flying. Might do the MD-11 for that flight. We'll see. That's a very real possibility. There was some requests for that. So maybe we'll do it out of St. Louis here, and we'll take it somewhere fun and do that. So we'll see. Just going to come around to our gate here. That's a kind of cool little bendy. All right, awesome. Hey! Where do you think you're going? Literally just going to park. How dare you? Oh, nice. You just like cleared my nose by like nothing. All right. How dare you? Stupid pickup truck. Okay. The Gamer Silva. I do long flights. I haven't live streamed a very long flight yet, but I will. Yeah, sorry, I'm slowing down. Sorry. But yeah, I will. In fact, we're talking about doing a long haul over the Atlantic. to somewhere in Europe with the 7.4. So I'm not sure when that'll happen. That'll have to be on a Saturday when I've got a lot of time. So it won't be tomorrow for sure, just because I won't have enough time to do that. But definitely sometime soon here we will do that. Maybe next Saturday actually, or Friday. My day's off of Friday, Saturday, so we might do that. Oh, there's the thunder. Okay. Let's see here. So the APU's running, so let's get the generator bus going. Let's go ahead and kill the engines. Time into the gate, 2114. And let's get the jetway lined up. There, it's coming. And let's tell our guys to request deboarding. So we need to get Buenos Aires. All right. I actually have flown in there once. Not online, not on live stream. I did it just offline in the sim. But that was a fun flight. In fact, I did that with the, I flew in there, I think, with the 707. Alright, someone just subbed me. So thank you, whoever that was. Actually, don't open that yet. Too late. They're going to start deboarding now, and it's, yeah, okay. Alright, let me see who just subbed on to me here.
Thank you for a wonderful flight.
You're welcome. Weird automated person, you. Awesome X Possum. Thank you for subscribing. Awesome X Possum, nice. Electric Ice, hey, welcome back. Yep, you are late. We just got here. So, but I understand we haven't streamed in about a week and a half, so everyone's off their schedule. I will be streaming tomorrow. It looks like in the late afternoon Pacific. So yes, you are here. Well done. So yeah, we made it. The people are debarking as we speak. We'll go ahead and turn this off. We need to turn the air on for those people so they can get their air conditioning. Those are back on. We'll go ahead and kill these fuel pumps. We'll leave one on for the APU. Kill the yaw damper. We can kill the nav radios. Turn that on. Obviously, seatbelt sign will go off at this point because we don't need that. Window heat can go off. Pitos can go off. Cogmaw, thank you so much for the good job. I appreciate it. Ah, I can stay on. I don't care about that. And yeah, all right. So we are here in St. Louis. Made it successfully. They're offloading our cargo. And it is a wet and stormy day here in St. Louis. So, hey, thank you guys for joining us today. Yeah, you missed the whole flight. I know. That's why I said you were late. We just landed. So, but yeah, thank you so much. Well, like I said, we will be streaming tomorrow, probably sometime after 2 Pacific. So, my guess would be 3, 4, something like that. Just a rough guess. I'll update Twitter and Facebook. Oh. Yeah, good point. I opened the passenger doors. I thought I was opening the cargo doors. Stupid me. Alright, that's what I get for not paying attention. The cargo doors. There we go. There we go. Now these guys can actually unload the cargo. Alright. So, thank you, spotters, for joining us. We'll see you around. Just a bit off, yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, we will be streaming tomorrow, more than likely, in the late afternoon Pacific time. Going from St. Louis to somewhere, possibly in the MD-11. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards at the moment. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do that. And maybe we'll do that as a bit longer flight. Maybe we'll do St. Louis to like Miami or something. That might be fun. I know someone was asking for Miami before, so that might be what we do. Anyway, check Facebook and Twitter for those updates and times to see that and get queued up with when we're going to be streaming. Thank you guys so much for those of you who joined us today. Thank you very much for those of you who subscribed today. I really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you guys on the stream again sometime in the near future. So with that, I think I am going to sign out. So, but to do that, I got to change over my view. This is why I need a second monitor, because I have to do this all funny. And it's really annoying. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See you later. sub above.